to Charmaine's Kitchen. Today I want to share a recipe with you guys for potato pie, and this was a request from one of my viewers and my subscribers. So guys, please leave me those comments. I read every one of them, and if you request something that I make it, I usually do. Some of you may have request some recipe, but I didn't get to it yet, but I promise you guys I will make it one of these days. So today is no other but potato pie, and it's Friday night, so my kids are in for a treat. So if you come on down with me, I'm gonna show you guys step by step how to make this. And before I go on, I just wanna make sure that I shout out to all you guys, and I hope you guys are keeping safe. All my viewers, all my subscribers, hope you guys are keeping safe and well, you and your family. So come on down and I will share my recipe with you guys. So guys, I have 3 large potatoes. This is about a pound or a little bit more, and I'm gonna be peeling these and boiling them. And then I'm gonna add seasoning to them to flavor it up, and we're gonna start the process of our potato pies. So I'm gonna start peeling and then we'll show you guys the next step. So guys, I have the potatoes all peeled, washed, and cut into small cubes. And I tried to cut them all the same size so they can cook the same time instead of some cooking faster than some. And I like to put the water into the potatoes the same time. I don't put my potatoes into hot water, or I don't cook the boil the water before I put the potatoes. I just put the potato and then add water. And then what I'm gonna do here to boil the potatoes, I'm gonna add about a teaspoon of salt, because I want to flavor the potatoes before we I want to flavor them while they're cooking. So I'm gonna add right now a teaspoon of salt, and that's gonna help to flavor the potato when it's cooking, because it's hard to add salt after. I find that the flavor of the salt doesn't distribute so well after you add it. But when you put it into the water when it's cooking, it gets boiled in and it goes into every part of the potato. But guys, sometimes it's not enough when you're boiling it with salt. But after you finish and you're mashing the potatoes, you can add a little bit more, and then it'll adopt all the salt taste very, very well. I find that works better for me. I don't know for anyone else, but I find when I put some salt in the boiling process and then add at the end for flavor, it works very well that way. So I'm gonna boil these potatoes until they're nice and soft and tender, and then we will continue with the process. So guys, we're checking it, and if you can see on the sides, pieces are falling apart. That means they're cooked and soft. So I'm gonna strain it, and then while it's hot, I'm gonna mash it, because don't wait until it's cold to mash it. It gets harder to mash, and I find when it's nice and hot, when you just finish straining it, it mashes quickly. So I'm gonna strain this and mash it, and then I'll let it sit cold before we go on with the next process. Careful. So guys, I'm gonna mash the potatoes now. They're very, very hot. You can see it steaming out. And I find when you mash them when they're hot, it's better to do so. You get them to mash very quickly, rather than when it's cold, it becomes harder to mash. So I'm gonna mash this until it's nice and all the chunks are gone. I'm gonna leave it to cold, because I can't fill the pies when it's hot, and I don't like to add my seasoning when it's hot. So I'm gonna mash it, leave it to cold, and then I will start preparing my seasoning for the mixture. And we're gonna be up, Jess, you guys are gonna be up for a beautiful, delicious treat this evening. So guys, this is the flour that we're gonna mix to make the potato pie. You don't have to let it soak, so that's what I'm mixing it last. In this 3 cups of flour, and it's the measuring cup that I'm talking about. 3 cups of flour. I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and we don't have to put too much, just 2 teaspoons. And what I want to do before I knead the dough, I just want to mix it up a little with my hands so the baking powder can go all over the flour. So to make sure that when I'm mixing it, it's everywhere. So now I'm gonna knead this dough just like when I'm making roti. I'm gonna knead it to a nice soft dough, and then what I'm gonna do is make little tiny ball, and then we will fill them with the filling, and we are gonna fry those. So all I have to do now is knead my flour to a dough, and like I mentioned, we don't have to let it sit, and we're gonna do the process as if we're making fried bake. So this is what I'm doing here. So remember, 3 cups of flour I have in here, and I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's all, and I'm putting enough water to knead the flour, guys. I usually don't give the measurement of water because it depends on how you like your dough. I don't want to say a specific amount, and then maybe you are making your dough softer than mine, or maybe you like it firmer than mine. So just knead the dough to the consistency that you like your dough and how you like to handle it. So guys, there's many ways how to make this, but this is my version that I would like to share with you guys. And because this was requested, excuse me, this was requested by one of my viewer and subscriber. I'm gonna shout her out in a few minutes, but this is just one way, and like I said, there might be a lot of different ways out there. I don't think any of it is a wrong way, as long as the taste and flavor is good. That's all that matters, guys. So please try different recipe and see how you like them. So guys, the potato is mashed and nice and cold, and I'm gonna start adding the ingredients to flavor the potatoes. I'm gonna be adding 1 teaspoon of ground geera or cumin, roasted ground geera or cumin, and this add a very beautiful flavor towards the mixture. And I taste the potato, and the taste of it is not the full amount of salt that I wanted, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to give it a little bit more flavor, because remember, we're using flour. So if this doesn't have enough flavor, then the outer part, it won't taste well because we're not adding anything to the flour. So I put 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and I like to add grind green seasoning, like the blend up green seasoning. So I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon, and I like to flavor it up well, and I'm gonna add 2 teaspoons. So 2 teaspoons of green seasoning. And guys, I have here another extra clove of garlic, because the garlic I find in my green seasoning I have garlic, but I would like to add a fresh clove of garlic, because this adds so much flavor into the potato, and a lot of garlic I find bring out a super taste in it. And you know what, garlic is good for us, so why not? Anyways, so I'm just adding an extra clove of garlic. And then at this point here, it's smelling so good, so good. Jess, can you smell that?
Yes.
What does it remind you of?
Egg ball.
Egg ball. Okay, and guys,
potato roti.
And potato roti, yes. So on the side here, I have about 2 sprigs of cilantro, and I'm gonna add this into here, but I'm not gonna blend it up. I'm gonna cut it very fine before I add it, because I like the texture of the cilantro into when you bite one open. The beautiful flavor, that limey kind of flavor from the cilantro add another depth of flavor. So I'm gonna try to get this as finely chopped as I can, because this will add such an amazing flavor to the potato. So guys, I'm gonna put in that, and this is about maybe a teaspoon of chopped cilantro, and it's finely chopped. And another thing that I like to put in here is some chili, some finely chopped chili pepper. Chili peppers are not very hot, but they're very flavorful. So I'm gonna grab a chili, and I'm gonna come back and cut it finely to add in here. I have a chili here, and it's frozen. Sometimes I buy too much and I can't finish them, and I don't like them to go to waste, so I usually freeze them, but that's fine. You can always take them out for your different dishes, and you can always chop them up. And chilies, like I mentioned, they're so mild, even when I cut the part close to the head of the chili, it is so mild. So I'm finely chopping these. Jessica, why are you shaking your head?
It's so hot.
You think chili is hot?
Yeah.
This is one of the mildest pepper, I think. So guys, I'm gonna chop this finely, because you want that little kick in your potato roti. And I'm gonna smell this. For me, when I smell it, I can tell if it's hot or not. No hotness at all. So I'm gonna go a little bit more with the chili, and then see, I can smell it's not too hot. I'm gonna cut them back like that, and then what I want to do is cut them very fine, so when you're biting into this potato roti, you're gonna get a nice texture of the pepper, and it's gonna make it so nice and delicious. So I have half of a green chili pepper, and look how beautiful that looks in here. Looks so beautiful. So I'm gonna mix this up well, and I have a spoon here. I'm gonna like nicely mix this in, and I will make sure all the seasoning goes in well. And now it's time for us to do the filling. So let me mix this, put away my cutting board and stuff, guys, and then I'm gonna start filling the potato into the dough mixture. So guys, this is our mixture, well seasoned from end to end, and it is another tip when you're making this, you can taste your mixture and check it out to see if you need to add anything else, because you might have a different salt intake from me. You might have less or a little bit more. So always taste your mixture and see if it is the way you like it. And you can always add a little bit more of cumin. You can always add a little bit more of seasoning, or you can always add a little bit more of salt. So that's another thing to do. Check your seasoning before you do so. So on my counter, what I did with the dough, I made them into small, very tiny ball, and I'm gonna roll them off like this. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna put the potatoes in here, and you don't want to put too much because I'm gonna fold this over. And guys, you can make them bigger than this, but I'm making small one because I find when it's smaller, it's easier to fry and it's easier to handle, because when it's bigger, I find when you're frying it, sometimes it can be raw in the flour can be raw, because right now the potatoes cook, so that's no big deal. But the flour, if you don't cook it properly, when it's too big, it won't cook. Fold it like this because we're making like a half circle, and then you want to make sure that you squeeze the ends in properly, so when you're frying, the filling won't come out. And then you make it like that. You can take a fork and just make a nice design on the end, but I'm not gonna make all that fancy, so and then you put it like that. So I'm gonna fill all of them until I'm done. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to cook it outside, so I give my kitchen some breathing space, because I love when the weather is nice to go outside. It's after 6 and it's still bright and beautiful outside, and I don't want to miss the sunshine. So I'm gonna go outside when I finish them, and I will, after I finish filling them, and then I will fry it. So guys, I'm gonna keep doing the same process, and then once I'm finished, I'll show you guys how they look. Okay guys, so I fill all these pies, and look at them. That's how they look. From that little pinch of flour dough, I got them this big, and I think I got 10 of them. So I fill them off, and I'm gonna go outside to fry them, because I want to let my kitchen breathe a little. It's so nice and sunny outside, and I enjoy cooking outside, so I'm gonna do so. And I'll take you guys and show you guys how we fry it outside. So guys, this is the oil hotting outside on the I'm cooking outside on the stove, and I'm leaving the oil to hot, and then I will start putting them in as soon as the oil is hot. I'm gonna try to see, I put a piece of green onion inside to see if the oil is ready. So I'm gonna try and put in one to make sure that the oil is, to see if the oil is hot. And it's not fully hot, but I'm gonna still cook this one, and by the time this one is done, the other ones will fry in the oil should be hot by then. So guys, we had a change of plan. I went outside to fry these potato pies, and the wind was so strong, it's blowing my fire all over the place, and I can't get the fire to sit under the pan to fry the pot. So I ended up coming back inside, because like it looks like I was fighting with the fire, and I don't want to wait too long, because everything is ready to go, and I didn't want to have to wait too long. Anyways, I would like to shout out to Hema. And Hema, you know yourself, you request that I make potato pie. So I just want you to know that I did your recipe. Hope you like the step. It was easy for you to follow. And like I said, guys, please, I do read all of my comments. Please leave me comments. I read each and every one of them, and I thank you guys for leaving me your beautiful comments. And for all those who would like to see me make something, you can leave it in the comment, and I will try to make it as soon as I have all the ingredients. There are some other recipe that people requested, some of my viewers and subscriber. I didn't get to them yet, but guys, I didn't forget you guys. So they are coming, and I'll make them very soon. So guys, I'm gonna keep repeating the process, and we'll show you guys when we finish how beautiful they look. Okay guys, so we're coming down to our last batches, and I just want to mention something to you guys, that when you put them in, you let it fry on one side about 1 minute or so when it's browning up, and then you turn it over on the other side, and then let them cook until they're golden brown, like if you're making bake like this, like how it looks here. If you like yours to cook a little bit lighter, then go right ahead, but make sure that your dough is fully cooked. The inside doesn't have a problem because it's already been cooked. And Jessica, you like how they look, right?
Yeah.
And the it's just the outside. You don't want to have raw outer layer. So guys, this is my last one, and I'm gonna finish it off, and then I'll plate and let you guys know. But I'm very excited the way they turn out, and you guys are gonna love this as well. Guys, this is our beautiful potato pies, or aloo pie, which one you want to call it. And this one here, I have some mango sour that I freshly made today. You guys, I do have a recipe on my mango sour when I made pulauri, so if you want to see how I made mango sour, you can watch my video, the Pulaury video. And this one here, I have some achar. So this one is going to be a little bit more spicier, but it's two very, very tasty things to eat your potato pie with. So guys, that's it. So easy to make. I'm just going to taste like I usually do, because I would like you guys to know. And they're so soft, guys, so soft. I'm gonna just break one and let you guys see how it looks in the inside. And I'm gonna taste both with mango. I'm gonna do half with mango sour and half with the achar. I'm drooling, guys. I'm drooling right now. So Jessica, I'm gonna take some of the mango sour, and right on top there is a piece of garlic. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the mango sour. And guys, this eats best with mango sour. It's actually the real thing to eat it with. I'm just putting some achar because I have some freshly made. And guys, it is so soft, like when you're making bake. Look at that.
That looks so good and smells so good.
Yeah, so look at that, and you can see the filling in here. I should cut one and make it nicer. What do you think, Jess?
No, this looks amazing.
Yeah?
Guys, look inside.
So this is how it is in the inside. You can make them bigger if you like, and you can make them smaller, but this was like a really perfect size. So I'm gonna do the one with the mango sour. I'm just gonna dunk it in there. And I just want to shout out to Hema, who requested that I made this. I want to shout out to my niece Hannah. I want to shout out to my mom and my other niece Carrie, because while I was making it, they called me and we were talking while I was making. So I said I'm gonna shout you guys out. So guys, this is for all my viewers and all my subscribers. And cheers, guys. Guys, so good, so good. The filling is so flavorful. You can taste the roasted jeera and the garlic taste in there, and you can taste all that little hint of coriander. It's so nice, guys. With the sour, the mango sour is actually hot. So now, guys, I'm gonna taste with the achar. This is so nice. I'm just drooling. So guys, what I'm using it with, I have a glass of ginger beer, and I put some ice so it can be nice and cold. And I'm gonna have mine with my ginger beer. And right at the end here, you can see, guys, I put my achar, and this one is gonna be a spicier one. So cheers, guys.
Guys, make sure to try this recipe out because it tastes really good.
So again, guys, this one with the achar add a new depth of flavor to the potato pie, because the achar is made differently from the sour. They're both mangoes, but one have a nice different amchar kind of flavor, and the other one is just mango sour with garlic and pepper and salt. But guys, they're two very good things to eat with your potato pie or aloo pie, what you want to call it. But guys, I'm so happy. This is what my family is gonna have for dinner today. Whoever wish to have theirs with the mango sour could, and if they like it spicier, they can have the achar. But guys, hope you guys enjoy the steps. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? There's more very exciting recipe coming and already on my channel. So guys, please remember to subscribe. You only have to subscribe to one video. Until then, have a wonderful Friday evening with your family. Do something fun, make memory. God bless all of you guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye for now.